All right, on to Jason Aaron's Avengers Enter the Phoenix Part 2. Um, well, here. How about you start?
I mean, it's. I'm just not digging the storyline. I'm
Really?
honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Jason Aaron fan in general. I actually haven't read a ton of his stuff, but I read all of his Thor. And I really enjoyed it, and I liked the first 20 issues or so of this. But I feel like it's been dragging for a while now. I feel like Phoenix is really overdone. I understand, I understand the Avengers book, especially after the movies and everything. I'm sure that Marvel is really heavily leaning on him to just be big, giant, going crazy all the time, always bringing in the biggest, most popular, like get as many characters as you can, and like I feel like maybe he's either he's trying too much or Marvel is pushing him too hard to, I don't know, just be like, what am I trying to say? Like almost like make a movie in comic books every day or every month. Like,
I mean, I feel like I think I completely agree with you. Like, that's one consistent thing we say about Aaron's books is like it feels like you're reading a movie. But yeah, you're right. Like every arc starts off very strong, and then it feels like it kind of flutters out towards the end.
yes. Well, it's like every arc begins with like these just like impossible odds. Like how are we going to possibly get back from this? And then 4 issues later, it's like, well, actually, none of that even mattered at all. Like, I'm pretty sure there hasn't even been a mention of the Khonshu arc in like any peripheral book whatsoever. But like,
no.
New York gets turned into a Egyptian like god serenity area with like pyramids everywhere, and then just no one's gonna notice that or mention it, or
You're right.
I don't know. It just, you can't do like event level massive like everything will be changed from this, and then 4 issues later it's like actually that had absolutely no weight whatsoever.
Outside of that criticism, I did like I love that we're getting some insight into Black Panther's mind in this, and
I do like that.
Like just showing how disciplined he is, because when you get consumed by the spirit of the Phoenix, like it corrupts you, it makes you power hungry, and it shows how mentally strong T'Challa is as a character. And, the fact that he's already kind of worn or has the weight of a crown on him, and, the responsibility of his country, and now really the Earth as being an Avenger. And so I did like that. And I also like just seeing all the characters that are in the tournament, how they react to the Phoenix Force. And then I really thought I loved the comedic upbeats with Howard the Duck being like, I'm going to kick your ass. And then he literally gets killed by Red Widow. Like, that was hilarious. Kind of like, he even was taking it up a notch. He's like, you basically got the vibe of like, you pitiful mortal, like I will kill you. And then just gets stabbed in the throat. And I don't know. Howard the Duck achieved exactly what I wanted from that character in this arc. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I wasn't expecting him to get the spirit. But I think, again, my exposure to Namor is very limited, but Jesus Christ, he's a dick. Like, he's the reason why the Phoenix Force is there. He called upon it because he wants it, so that if he wins it, he can take over the Earth, because he's just sick and tired of people.
Right.
And so that's kind of what we get in this book, is we get, T'Challa basically having some restraint, and I wouldn't say necessarily controlling the Phoenix Force, but he knows his limitations, and that, you know, at the end of the day, he really shouldn't get it because he knows that it'll corrupt anyone that gets it. And then we get Namor, who's like, yeah, bring it on, let's go, I want it. Time to burn this motherfucker down. And that's essentially this book in a nutshell. And so I think the book ends with Namor fighting, I forget, it's a character I'm not familiar with.
Echo. She's Echo. From Daredevil.
Right. And she's even T'Challa's like, yeah, she's good. She's a formidable opponent, but not when you're underwater. And then you see Namor just like going Super Saiyan 3 underwater with the Phoenix Force. So it'll be interesting to see who ends up getting it. Obviously solicitations have kind of spoiled a little bit of it, but it looks like it's going to be a female, or at least that's what the cover looks like, and the April solicitation. But I'll just be interested to see how this pans out. But you're right, like at the end of this arc, outside of in the current runs, right, of Jason Aaron, I think there are 3 things that have, or let's say 4. There are 4 things within the run that have stuck, that have had consequence. First one was they had a new base made out of a dead celestial body. That stuck. Yeah. Right? That's still something that's mentioned. Starbrand, right? That was a slow burn, but now we have a child that is the new Starbrand. Mm-hmm. That's stuck. There are really 2 more, and they've completely fleeted from my mind. Mephisto. Mephisto's been pulling the strings, apparently, throughout all of Marvel history. And so at some point, I feel like that is how Jason Aaron's run is probably going to end on Avengers, is with Mephisto. And then we'll see with this Phoenix thing. Like, Phoenix has been built up in the sense that, like, we've met the prime Phoenix, prior to even her own issue of how she actually came to be. Right, she was part of the original Avengers force. So this book, maybe in the end, might actually have some consequence that sticks later on through the book. We'll see. But I do agree with you. Like, it just seems like in almost every arc of Jason Aaron's Avengers run, as fun as they are fun. It just doesn't feel. It feels like we're just on to the next one, and there's no real consequence, or it just doesn't seem like they move over, like they don't transition very well. And so I don't know how long Jason Aaron is on this book for. I don't know, if they're going to go to 50 or if they're going to go to 100. Who knows? But I've got a theory. It's been speculated that Aaron might take over the Venom run after it's over in April, which I could see him doing. But dude, isn't it seem kind of odd that like Jason Aaron ends a run of something and then Donny Cates jumps on it, and then so wouldn't it be nuts if Donny Cates gets a crack at the Avengers?
Yeah, that'd be pretty nuts.
I mean, he's already kind of played. He's obviously playing with them right now in King in Black. So like, why not? Why not give him an Avengers team and start the team fresh with some new characters? I don't know. That's just my speculation. Who knows what Donnie's going to do, but that would be cool if Donnie took over the Avengers, started off, new kick. Because I just don't. I don't see Marvel not using Donny Cates, right? They've got an exclusive contract.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have to fill the void of him being off of Venom. They're going to have to fill that with another book. That's been one of their main appeal books for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So I just, unfortunately, I think we know what it's going to be. We'll cover it at the end after we cover the books, but I think we know what it's going to be, and I think I'm going to be very disappointed about it.
We'll see. We could be wrong, but we'll see. Anyway, That's Avengers 41. It's a fun read, but I have the same concerns as you. Like, will this have weight, or is this going to peter out and then go real big again in the next Jason Aaron story within the Avengers? Well, only time will